If you work in real estate, there's a very good chance you've seen the latest headlines around Zillow, EXP, and Homes.com and thought, here we go again, more portal drama. But I think that's the wrong way to look at it, because this is not just a portal story, it's a control story, and it's also a visibility story. And for the agents, brokers, and team leaders, it's a business model story. Right now, Zillow is still dealing with legal scrutiny around how its platform, relationships, and related business practices are being challenged. EXP was recently pulled into the related allegations, and over on the other side, CoStar is still defending Homes.com while also making clear that the heavy spending phase behind the portal is slowing down. So the point of this video is simple. I want to break down why this matters to real estate professionals and why I think the bigger issue is not which portal wins the headline. It's who controls the relationship with the consumer. For years, a lot of agents looked at portals as a necessary part of the business. You put your listings there. Consumers search there. Some agents buy leads there. End of story. But the model has changed. Now portals are not just showing inventory. They're shaping how listings get seen, how leads get routed, how agents are ranked, and in some cases, how the consumer experiences the transaction from first click onward. Zillow has spent a lot of time leaning into a transparency message around listings and consumer access. At the same time, it's also been challenged from multiple directions over how its ecosystem works. Homes.com has tried to position itself as a major alternative, and CoStar has defended that push aggressively, even while investors questioned the level of spending behind it. That means the portal business is no longer just about traffic. It's about influence. Here's why agents should care. Every time a portal changes a policy, a standard, a ranking factor, or a display decision, your business can feel it. Think about that. Your listing visibility may change. Your lead flow may change. Your cost to acquire business may change. Your dependence on the platform may become a lot more obvious. And all of this is happening while the broader market is already harder. Buyers are more cautious. Sellers are more price sensitive. Lead conversion takes longer. That means any outside pressure on visibility and lead flow matters more than it would in an easier market. So when people say portal wars, I hear something different. I hear agents being reminded that borrowed attention is not the same thing as owned attention. The real question is not whether portals are good or bad. They can absolutely be useful. The better question is this: how dependent is your business on a platform you do not control? That's a strategic issue. If most of your leads come from one source, that is a risk. If most consumers discover your listings through one platform, that is a risk. If your business model depends on rules you did not create and cannot influence, that is a risk. And this is why I think the agents and brokerages that win over the next few years are going to be the ones that build stronger, direct channels. Now, what does that look like? It looks like better databases. It looks like stronger local video content. It looks like better Google reviews. It looks like email lists you actually use. It looks like neighborhood authority, like being findable beyond one portal. Because if the portal owns the visibility, the portal often has leverage. And when leverage shifts, economics shift. If you're a broker owner or team leader, I think this story matters even more because this is not about lead generation. It's also about recruiting and retention. Agents are asking tougher questions today. Where will my business come from? What support actually matters? What is this brokerage doing to help me build something I own? And if the honest answer is just portal leads, that's not enough. Brokerages that stand out now need a stronger value proposition. They need media. They need local content strategy. They need database systems. They need better training around conversion and brand building. The reason is simple. Agents are starting to understand that traffic is not the same thing as equity. A lead is useful. A brand is durable. So what happens next? I don't think the portal fight cools off. I think it gets smarter. You're going to see more debate around listing visibility, pre-market exposure, consumer access, platform policy, and how agents fit into all of this. The public headlines may focus on lawsuits, executives, and company names, but the industry-level impact is much bigger because underneath it all, every company is trying to answer the same question. Who gets to own the first relationship with the consumer? If it's the portal, that changes the agent's role. If it's the agent, then local authority still wins. If it's the brokerage, then the brokerage value matters more than ever. And I think that is why this story deserves attention. So yes, the portal war makes headlines because Zillow is under scrutiny, EXP was pulled into related claims, and Homes.com is still defending its position. But the bigger story is not legal drama. The bigger story is control. Control over listings, control over visibility, control over leads, control over the customer relationship. And if you're an agent or broker, the smartest thing you can do right now is build a business that still works even when the platforms change. I'd love to hear your take. Are portals becoming better partners for agents or bigger gatekeepers in the real estate business? Let me know in the comments.